Summer days on the beach, evenings by the campfire, they can give you so much more than just memories that last a lifetime. You know, kind of like a sunburn that stings to the touch, or mosquito bites that just won't stop itching.
Oh, wow. Been there, done that, and we're sure many of you have too. Today, we're talking about some common summer injuries. Some you can heal at home, while others might require a quick trip for professional treatment.
Whatever the case, 102.5 WBOC's Corey Phoebus found out the team at Your Doc's Inn can help.
With the hustle and bustle of summertime, you're bound to fall down, you're bound to scrape up your elbow, and you're bound to get hurt eventually. Well, a lot of people this time of year take advantage of urgent care facilities. Well, sometimes you can stay home and take care of that scrape and bruise yourself. So I came to Your Doc's Inn in Salisbury, and here to help me shed some light, we do have Dr. Walter Gianelli. How are you?
I'm good. Thanks, Corey, for having me.
So you probably see a lot of people this time of year come through.
Yes, we do.
Okay, so just an influx of summertime, you probably see some
Yeah,
people.
we see a lot of injuries during the summertime. They're very minor. They could be taken care of at home. Most of the time, what we're seeing a lot of right now are a lot of insect bites, tick bites, flea bites, those kind of things, chigger bites.
Now, what about scrapes and bruises and cuts and things like that?
Absolutely. I think that when you look at the most common things, just things like abrasions, those are gliding injuries where you slide into the ground. You just take off a layer of skin. There is no laceration there. And basically those can be adequately treated at home with just simple things of washing with warm soapy water, a mild soap, nothing with any kind of perfume or cologne.
Okay, what about a cut?
Now, laceration is different. When lacerations break through to the skin where you actually see the adipose or the fat-looking material, those wounds need to be repaired.
Now, what if I don't break any skin and it's more like a bump or a bruise or a knot?
Well, bruises or hematomas under the skin are a collection of blood from the trauma of compression between the bone itself and the hard surface that was struck.
All right.
Those bruises do not go anywhere. They're basically a collection of blood underneath. The initial thing you want to do is to stop the bleeding. And what is, you put some pressure on it. You can also put ice on it. What ice does is it constricts the blood vessels.
Let's talk about some of those people that forget to put on sunscreen.
And it's a lot of that going on.
I bet. So when people come in with severe sunburn or they say they can't put their shirt on, what do you recommend to do at home to help stop that burning feeling?
Well, initially after the burn, understand that this is not a thermal burn, Corey. This is a ultraviolet burn, which is basically a free radical burn, which typically when you're out at the beach, you don't feel like you're burnt,
right,
like if you were to touch something like a hot plate. This is something that develops over a 4 to 6 hour period and can get to a level of a second-degree burn where you blister. What I recommend that you do is when you initially get burned is that heat starts to develop, cool it off.
Okay.
You want to cool that burn off. And if you know you overdid it, get that aloe that you can buy over the counter, put it in the refrigerator, get it cold, and apply that every hour, every 30 minutes until you get the burn out.
So now that we've covered things that we can take care of in the comforts of our own home, when should we come and see you this summer?
Okay, no, if we go to the abrasion, if that abrasion starts to get infected, if the redness starts, it becomes more painful. And the healing, it is not getting smaller, it's getting larger. Those usually will require an antibiotic. They may have some debris in it that may need to be removed to help the wound heal. Those need to be seen and taken care of.
How would we know if we needed stitches?
When you need stitches, I think the best way to look at, does the wound gape open? Does it open up? Even with a little slight pressure to the side, does it open up? Or is it just obviously open?
Can sunburns get to the point where I need to come see you?
Absolutely. You can get sun poisoning. And if anyone's ever experienced it, you feel like you have a virus. You have body aches, you have chills, you have nausea, you can even begin vomiting with it. And it doesn't have to be a total body sunburn. It can just be a burn. They have the chills, the myalgias, the body aches, and they feel really under the weather, and that is from the burn.
Okay, well, Dr. Gianelli, thank you so much for taking time to
Thanks
talk with me. Folks, stay safe this summer. Make sure that you can assess your own injuries, and of course, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to call Your Doc's Inn. Lisa, Jimmy?
I gotta tell you, one time I had a sunburn. I didn't realize I was getting burned.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, oh,
yeah, that's
my
the worst.
goodness, that it was the worst.
But the cold aloe, that's a great idea.
Isn't that a great
Put
idea?
the aloe in the refrigerator. Put it on cold.
Why wouldn't it work?